Which is worse, the sunscreen or the UV rays and radiation? And how long does it actually take your body to make your daily dose of vitamin D, one of the most important vitamins, or well, it's more like a hormone, that your body needs? And which sunscreens or sunblocks actually have these carcinogens in them we keep hearing so much about? Well, I go over this information and more, busting a lot of myths, in my new video. Please join me on my new channel where I deliver all the tools, information, and resources you need to get on to living your best life. I wanted you guys to have one trusted resource that you could go to for all the health and wealth information, tools, resources, and knowledge that you needed to get on with living your best lives today. So I've created these channels under this, The Healthy Wealthy Woman. Please join me on this and my other channels so you don't miss out on a tool, resource, or the information that you need to know.
First, I want to say I am loving everybody's vacation pictures. I love y'all's travel pictures, and I love your back to school pictures. So please keep them coming. I love them. So thank you so much for sharing. Now, second, it is seriously breaking my heart to see so many people tanning out there. After having learned of all of the scary UV facts and all of the cancer statistics and stuff that I have, it kills me to see people risking it like that. And I do want to say that there has never ever in the history of time ever been a person that has gotten cancer of any kind from using or wearing a sunscreen or a sunblock. There was an ingredient that once in the system could be processed into a carcinogen, but there was never ever any actual cases of anybody getting it. And those, which by the way were cheaper brands that you find on the shelves, they were forced to reformulate those products and re-release them. And that was done years ago. So those products haven't been on the shelves in a very long time. And I also want to point out that it only takes 10 minutes in the sun each day for your body to make its daily amount of vitamin D. 10 minutes, that's it. And coincidentally, that's the exact same amount of time that it takes for your sunscreen or sunblock to kick in once you're outside actually in the sun. So that's perfect. You can wear your sunscreen, go outside, still get your daily dose of vitamin D, and you reduce your cancer risk. While there hasn't been anybody that's actually caught cancer from wearing sunscreen, there have been millions of people upon millions of people who have died from skin cancer from UV damage. So it's actually the opposite that's true. So the next time you hear somebody say, oh, I don't wear sunscreen because I don't want to get cancer, you can let them know that it's actually the opposite. Somebody took the evidence from this study and concluded in their mind that sunscreen can cause cancer, and so that has just spread like wildfire because people don't like wearing sunscreen. There were over 2 million new cases of skin cancer last year in 2024. 2 million new cases. That's not counting all the cases that we already had. And 1 in 3 Americans are going to get some form of cancer in their lifetime. And since skin cancer has now passed all the other types of cancer as the most prevalent type of cancer or form of cancer, it's very likely that one of us or someone that's very close to us will be affected by cancer, by skin cancer specifically. So we really, really need to take this seriously. I'm sorry, I know that the dangers of caffeine and the dangers of UV rays or not wearing sunscreen are not fun topics. Hell, they're very unpopular topics and people don't even want to listen. But y'all, I wouldn't be talking about these very unpopular topics if they weren't very, very important. And the fact that I'm hearing about dermatologists giving such extremely horrible advice that can actually get people killed, it's very, very scary and disheartening to me. I had a client tell me that one of the local dermatologists told her not to wear sunscreen because they cause cancer. A dermatologist told their patient who has already had places removed not to wear sunscreen because it causes cancer. Y'all have no idea how bad that not only infuriated me, but then my heart sank because I thought, oh my God, how many people has he told this to? How many people in our area have taken this doctor's word as law and believe sunscreen causes cancers? Must be true because Dr. such and such said so. Y'all, it's not true. Look it up because I did. I encourage y'all, look up anything I tell y'all because I'm looking it up. And if you need my sources, let me know and I'll tell you where I found it. I usually have screenshots or papers that has my research on it somewhere and I can find it for y'all. So I don't come on here and just talk out of my butt like some people. And I know there's a lot of fake on Facebook, but that's not me here, y'all. Like, you may find me using a filter here and there, but that's about it. Everything else is me, raw and personal, and here it is, because that's what I feel like people are going to relate with, and that's what you're going to listen to is people that are like you, like me. Please hear me when I say this. Hey, and if nothing else, 90+% of the visible signs of aging come from UV damage. If for no other reason, wear it as an literally a good sunscreen or sunblock, like one from, say, Color Science, can not only protect your skin, but it can improve it for the future because it's got clinical grade skincare in it that can do some pretty amazing stuff and it's clinically proven to. But if you're using a broad spectrum C++++, that's 4 pluses, you're using one of the highest rated sunscreens or sunblock, and it can be the most anti-aging product you will ever own. And I'm talking, forget any kind of clinical grade skincare product to do wrinkle reduction or collagen production or whatever. It's never going to do as much for your skin in terms of anti-aging as that sunscreen is, if it's a sunscreen that works or a sunblock that works. And let me tell you, this brand Color Science, they have really really figured it out. It's like the most luxurious makeup meets clinical grade sunscreen meets clinical grade skincare. I mean, this stuff is amazing. It protects with the highest rated level of protection, the C++++, 4 pluses. Not only that, but it has the clinical grade skin ingredients in it to improve your skin for the future. And it can also blur any imperfections that you have currently. So it's kind of a three-pronged approach like most of their products, such as their mascara. That's not just a tubing mascara, but it's also a lash growth serum and a lash conditioning serum all in one product. Like, I just love this brand. So if you're interested and you're ready to take your skin seriously, your body's largest organ, by the way, that's tied to all the other systems and organs, let me know and I'll get you my link. And it'll get you 10% off and free shipping.
Please join me on this journey, and let's do this together. Healthy, wealthy, and wildly aligned.